All right, game one between Sotiris and ACCM. We do have a non-rivers map, and ACCM spawning with the yellow pieces. He's got the very start and no stragglers. Wow, look at that. His wood is so far away. That is really bad. That is really bad. Sotiris on the other side, really nice stragglers, but he hasn't spotted his berries just yet. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, that's tragic. He's gonna have to get these gazelle fast. This starts really gonna slow him down. I think ultimately this is gonna be a very poor decision. He's gonna get one gazelle. Oh no, that's not good. Sorry about that. That's a whoa. That's a whoa. So this storage pit is very questionable start. We'll see if he's able to pull this off. It's got one gazelle and one shorefish, but it's not going to be enough food. It's not going to be enough food. And ACCM just doing the standard start berries. I feel like Sotiris saw this and maybe got a little excited about seeing shorefish wood, but this wood pit is up against this gold mine. And stone. I mean, his map's bugged. Honestly, he should call a restart. He still has a minute left to call the restart. If he doesn't, this is probably just going to be a loss here. There's no way you can pull this off. There's just not enough food. They both know about the restart. Yes, Frizzle. Everyone knows about the restarts. It's in the rules. So at the end of the day, even if I don't tell the players in the lobby, the players should know about the restarts because it's in the handbook very specifically. ACCM going for the lure. It looks like he had a bit of a trouble there, but getting for the gazelle early, basically the main plan, right? Get 3 under TC fast so you can get working on them. Sad games for me before, but I guess I need to learn from it. Yeah, Baltoon, they were tough. They were tough. The first one looked promising. I mean, Mario just had like the perfect defense, man, the perfect defense, and actually Sotiris is doing okay with this. He's doing better than I thought. I guess the 2 shorefish is solid here. Shorefish is solid. He's already getting his granary up. He's not actually behind any vills. I wonder if that's ACCM not keeping up with vills. No, he's got 5 there. Oh, one of them's on this berry bush, so he doubled down on a berry he should have been on. So maybe that was causing him to have issues with the early pump as well. Mario, yeah, Mario is like I mentioned that in the stream, Mark. Mario is a seasoned veteran on that setting, so. It's really tough. It's really tough to take someone that solid. I mean, Mario might even be a favorite to win the tournament, right? Like, he's just someone who's that good at this setting. His seeding is low because he hasn't really... Not low. It's not low at all, actually, in the seedings. It's just not quite as high as you'd expect because he hasn't played in the tournament so far. He was on a work travel thing for, like, several months. So Mario hasn't been able to play in the cup until now. Exciting to see him. And now ACCM, however, does have to deal with this builder from Sotiris coming forward. I'm worried about Sotiris' start here still. He's going for 2 more shorefish. I mean, at the end of the day, he's still getting vills out. He's 2 behind now. So it hasn't maintained. It hasn't been able to keep up. But now that he's got these shorefish, he might actually be okay. He might be even considering an axe rush. This villager is coming dangerously close to ACCM's land. Getting there. He's getting there. This could be interesting. This could be interesting. So, if Sotiris is able to pull off some sort of rush here with this builder, we'll see, though. He's got to deal with several things. There's some nice house defense, a nice house screen from ACCM to kind of spot a lot of these choke points, and it looks like he's going to spot this builder. If he gets the first hit, this could be huge, and he's going to get it! Oh! Here, delete the house, man! Delete the house! Oh, no, delete your house and run! Okay, he deleted the house. He's on the run. Wow, ACCM. What a play! That was beautiful. That was so well done. That was so well done. Oh, man, I just got so excited by that. Okay, back at home, though, he's going to have to... This is bad because this could have potentially housed Sotiris, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. He's going to get this up before he gets up to 20 bills. And he still has this one on the run. He's got to watch out, though. ACCM is hot on his tail here. Looks like ACCM does know the trick there, where if you Just leave. Once you get that first hit, you just let the Vil go. If you try to micro the Vil to attack again, he'll eventually lose interest. But as it stands, if you just right click and get a hit in, the Vil's kind of locked on. It's like a homing missile. It's in like attack stance. As long as ACCM never touches this Vil again, eventually Sotiris' Vil is going to die. So you do see that defensive barracks coming up for Sotiris. ACCM might be feeling a little bit confident though. He's actually only 20 Vils, so this looks like it's going to be a bit of a smaller game, a bit faster here. Man, this is interesting. This foot race going on the other side of the map. It's just giving both players information about the map here. Sotiris drops another pit here. He's got a dock, and this dock could be really good. It could reveal to him that the deep sea is north of him. And ACCM doesn't have access to that sea, but I have a feeling that he's going to bring this Vil forward for a range. He might see the gold and just drop the range. If I had to guess, that's the play. He's also explored the whole left side of the map following this Vil, which is now down to 1 HP, so this Vil is soon going to die. I would have expected him to just drop the range next to the gold. He's going to keep going left here. Now he's going to spot the barracks, so let's go. Oh, he's actually going to run right headfirst into a Vil and a clubber here. ACCM might lose his Vil. And Sotiris is on the case. He's on the case with this clubber, so he's going to be able to maybe trade away. This Vil is still on the run. He's kept it alive this whole time here. And now, ACCM grouping up with this other Vil. Maybe with 2 Vils, he could actually take down this. This clubber coming over to save this Vil is kind of funny. Now we have a 3-man race. Now, does ACCM build anywhere? No, we haven't seen any builders come forward. He's got Bowman at home, so he built a range back at his base, and he's making some Bowman. He's going to have to fight through some Lions without the armor upgrade. That's going to hurt, but don't Lions ignore armor, I do believe. Oh, is ACCM going to lose a Vil? No, another hurt Vil here. So now ACCM has to give up the chase. He did kill the villager, but he lost a lot of HP on his Vil in response, and now the clubber is faster than the Vil, so it's going to kill this a lot quicker here. And a defensive Bowman here from Sotiris could really make some noise here. They're both 24 to 25, and if this Vil goes down, which it will not, it will escape. So that kill for Sotiris, or ACCM rather, onto Sotiris, will be clean, and he will just walk away from it all. The long hunt, though, one could say. These clubbers are going to be pretty useless here. These Axers, kind of a rough choice here, especially going for the armor tech. You have to question it. Against someone who you probably is going to be going Bowman. Maybe that's just a lack of comfort on the settings. I mean, we could see though, these Axers can still have a huge impact early on against Bowman, especially without armor from ACCM. He could be in a lot of trouble here, as looks like Sotiris is getting that first military kill. Setting himself up nicely as his Bowman does come into the backside here. There is a hurt Vil if ACCM targeted down. It could be really bad for him, however, no. ACCM losing several units here on the front. Here's going for the watchtower defense. Some might call that questionable. A lot of players would probably prefer to go for wall towers or wall tiles. Sorry, walls far stronger here. Because the Bowman can't really hit through them. As we see that market on the left side here, so we could start to see some farming here. I do like the defense here from ACCM so far. His map seems pretty clean. As he makes a huge play onto the eco of Sotiris. He's going to lose 1 Bowman. He's going to maybe lose 2. Sorry, Vil. 2 Vils going down already, and a 3rd will go down here from the focus fire from these Bowman. This is becoming a huge raid, Sotiris. You need to react. Where's your army man? 4 Vils going down. 5 Vils going... Nope. 4 Vils going down. And here's the Bowman dance now. ACCM does have more Bowman here, but with the Axers in front, it's going to force his Bowman to retreat, especially still without the armor upgrade. Does he sack these for Vil kills? It could be a smart play. The dock from ACCM getting targeted down by Sotiris. Sotiris is playing alright here, man. He's holding his ground here. His Vil production, it seems to be fine. He's chasing down these Bowmen, but he's now outnumbered here, and with a little bit of micro from ACCM, looks like he's going to be able to take down these Bowmen, no issue. And now these Axers are going to be kind of useless without the Bowman support. So ACCM in good position now. He's got these granary. He's got all this food income on the right side, and Just gonna keep pressuring up this middle here. He's got this watchtower, but again, maybe it's better now that we're on this setting. Maybe it's just better on Hittite without the without slingers being a factor, but another mill going down. This raid is becoming very problematic as 4 more bowmen come in. I think this is just going to be too many villagers going down for Sotiris. Look at the kills, 10-4. This is going to be huge. These bowmen are running under this tower fire. Now notice he's not on any of his stones, so he can't replace it. He can't even repair it. As he will be able to clean up these bowmen. Only 1 remaining. And there is a raid coming in onto the wood line. Oh, this could be huge. These axers are in prime position here, and there are no bowmen to defend. They just left the base. Here comes some kills here. This is certainly going to be some vills. 1 going down at the start of it. A 2nd sure to fall as well. As it looks like ACCM is going to have the numbers here. It looks like he's able to get onto the seat of Sotiris, and now he's going to take down the ships as well as the fishing economy. And still poking away with this 1 bowman. Sotiris, he had to defend against this bowman, man. As 3 more come in onto the farms as well. This is becoming a very messy game. As neither player was able to fully wall up here. Like, ACCM is getting the upper hand, I would say, however, through these trades. He's killed so many villagers. And now that these bowmen are kind of clumping more, he's got the range upgrade. As time goes on, axers become less and less effective. And these bowmen are just going to become more powerful. And there's the Bronze Age from ACCM. That's huge. How is he able to afford that, you might ask? And it was certainly from the hunt and the berry. And now this more hunt and the fishing. And now so many units going down here for Sotiris. It's all falling apart so fast. He seemed to have a nice defense, but this bowman will go down. And more bowmen still pouring into the economy of Sotiris. He's got to deal with these bowmen at some point. And I think losing his sea was just a huge loss for him. Oh, he won it. He won the sea. He's now got 3 ships out. And ACCM doesn't have any. But ACCM is in the Bronze Age. So this is going to be a big factor here. When he gets the wheel, when he starts making CA, I think it's going to be too problematic. And these farms kind of tell me that Sotiris just isn't even close to clicking, and wow, this ship could start to really deny some of these farmers. With these bowmen coming in behind, I mean, this is huge. This is a huge hit onto this economy. Sotiris has to react. He needs more bowmen to defend, and that's going to delay him even longer to the Bronze Age. And if we see War Galley, we could start winning the sea very cleanly. Going to actually run forward again. These bowmen without the armor upgrade. And we now know why he did that. He didn't do the armor upgrade so that he could get that faster bronze time. I don't think Brown can bronze at this point, and I think that's going to be the downfall here. He was able, if he takes out these bowmen though, able to buy himself a bit more time, able to hold back the sea. But his pressure onto the economy of ACCM is over. So now these chariot archers will be coming northbound on Route 1, come straight in to the heartland of Sotiris. And, you know, this tower's not going to do anything against these chariot archers. I don't even know if it'll land a shot, and he can just keep negotiating around it. And here comes the raid, and this is where I think Sotiris needs to call GG unless he's hitting bronze like yesterday. And there's the GG indeed. Very admirable attempt there from Sotiris. Some questionable stuff across the board. Leaving this open was a really big issue for ACCM. Once he chopped through here, not walling it could have been considered a mistake, but still a GG. A lot of action, a lot of those bowman trades and stuff, but ultimately Sotiris, I think, traded away too much of his economy here on this wood line. It was just too tough for him to defend it, and that mostly comes down to building a watchtower instead of like walling along the coast and these choke points, which would have prevented the attacks altogether, right? Bowmen have a very difficult time taking down stone walls, so is interesting plays across the board. A very fast bronze from ACCM, so look at game 1 as we get ready for game 2 here. But that certainly wasn't a clean win for ACCM. You know, he came out ahead, but Always do that. I always do that. I need to change my need to fix that. I always put the score on the wrong side. Go. ACCM taking game 1. GG indeed, Frizzle. GG indeed. Hi Mario. How are you? For people who don't know, in the chat, Whale ROR is Dr. Mario. So he's coming in here checking out the competition. Sotiris, a new player. I believe he's an Age 2 player as well. But I don't think he's an Age 2 pro. He's played in our tournaments before, but again, I don't think he's made it out of the qualifiers. Tried to play in AIA and Clash on Crete, and I don't think it was to much success. He didn't play in Duel in the Desert, but again, not a lot of people played in Duel in the Desert, so. ACCM gotta love this. Why, Morik? Why? Yeah, exactly, Mario. I think Sotiris is. I know he plays in Age 2. Oh yeah, exactly, Morik. I think Sotiris is also very familiar with Age 2. Exactly, Mark. Just run around sniping bills. It's fun. It's fun. This setting's really good. But yeah, he's not a total noob here, guys. Like Sotiris is definitely a player. But I don't know. Joining the tiny community. Yeah, it's fun. I mean, ACCM though, I think is probably a far more veteran Age 2 player. ACCM's like professional. So it's tough to take him down because his micro is just so solid. Hit type. Sotiris. I just misspelled his name so bad in chat. Yeah, ACCM is a pro. He's a professional H2 player. Same with Cool. Cool and ACCM are both very, very good H2 players. There it goes. Looking fun. I played against ACCM I want to say a year and a half ago in a tournament, and it was tough. It was really fun though. We had one game go Iron Age, and it was just such a joy. Man, I still remember like some of the specifics about that game. He was raiding the crap out of me the whole time, and eventually I was able to get Karth, Ellie's out on the map. Eventually, after doing camel raids forever, he was I was Palmy actually. I was doing Palmy camel raids the whole game, but he got early hits on me with CA. Ah, what a great game. Anyway, sorry. Focusing on what we're focusing on is this current match. Sotiris versus ACCM. This is a best of 3, so ACCM could easily take this away in this moment here. But that being said, it looks like the players are going to spawn very close together with a crossing in between. So it's really going to come down to exploration here. This is really going to come down to opening strat because not only that, there's a second crossing, so you can never deny. I want to say that when there's 2 crossings, it's nearly impossible to prevent on a rush, right? Via cross block, right? If you try to do a dock block on inland, it can often be effective, but if you get 2 crossings in a 1v1, it's just too expensive, right? At that point, you're going to be investing 400 wood into the crossing block at this stage, so we're not going to be seeing that early Stone Age wall in. The maps, there's a lot of elephants off to the left here for Sotiris, but these elephants did spread the gazelle, so he's gonna have to get it. And elephants versus gazelle, just double the food, so losing a bunch of gazelle for an elephant or 2 isn't always worth it, but the ease at which you can pull them in, and also how easy it is to hunt them all together. Players obviously prefer elephants, but gazelle are a huge food source as well. Looks like Sotiris is struggling with the start once again. This pit should be working out for him, but he's 3 vills down. He didn't find this other shorefish here, so this pit is not really working out, especially with the vills idling. He needs to just get 2 on that alone. As we do see ACCM coming forward, trying to spot this out. Looks like he's going to be saved by only one of the lions chasing him. This is a really nice start for ACCM, however. I would say his stragglers were kind of in a rough position, primarily because he didn't have his gazelle were on the north side of his base, so pulling the gazelle in is just tough here because it slows down your wood income. But he's going to be going for it now, and now he can get back onto these closer strags, as he will be needing that storage pit pretty soon. Because remember, the wood income for Sotiris is what's really going to help propel his map here as he pulls in this elephant as weird. Yeah, this pit, super questionable again. His pit in the first game was really questionable, but it seemed to work out. This one, he's walking. This is a bit far to be walking shorefish. Usually the rule of thumb is within 7 tiles, and this is, I think, exactly 7 tiles away. So this would be like on the verge of a misplay, but going for it here, I guess, kind of works out for him. But now he's got the elephant to help pull him in. But this is what we're talking about. This is kind of like the experience with RTSs, just kind of coming into the fold here. Maybe even experience with H1. ACCM probably has at least a little bit. I know I've played him before. He's extremely solid. He's played many matches. I've seen him play online as well, so you know he's a solid player. So getting the gazelle lure like this is just part of the game, and the fact that so Sotiris didn't have that option because the elephant scare gazelle, and so this starting elephant, I think, here scattered his gazelle, so he needs to get the elephants in because that's the only way he can cleanly get the same economy. And I think at the end of the day, I think ACCM's food income is just gonna be super superior to Sotiris here. Sotiris is going to be very late to the tool age. Now that does tell us one thing. If ACCM goes for bronze and Sotiris kind of goes for that late tool play, there's a chance that he could get the damage he needs. Oh, that Vil taking a big hit. There's a chance that there's like, I want to say there's still a chance for Sotiris. I want to say it. He's 5 Vils down so early. Ugh. Yeah, this is tough. He's still, oh, one more hit. He's seeing it. Oh, and that's a little far. So, Sotiris, I think, struggling here. This storage pit really didn't help him out. I think he saw that it was shorefish wood and just went for it, and he tried to put 3 Vils there and 2 there, but his Vils on this one shorefish got all clumped up, and it didn't quite work out the way he intended, I do believe. So, now his economy is just startlingly behind, and I think ACCM going for the tool age now. He's getting a nice wall off. Got the barracks and the dock going down, and it looks like maybe he'll do ranges up on this north side. If he pulls this elephant, he'll be in a good spot. Looks like that's what he's going to do now. We can test his elephant hunting skills. As we watch this game unfold. Only 3 minutes for perhaps he didn't realize how bad it was until too late. Yeah, the restart is really for bugged maps, right? It's for bugged maps and like lion killing your Vil, one of your starting Vils, right? It's for bugged berries, bugged wood lines. 3 minutes is really short to reveal the map. Yeah, exactly. It's not to well, if you make it 5 minutes, you know, this guy can just, you know, he could realize he's 2 Vils behind and just call a restart because he misplayed. The restart isn't to fix your mistakes. The restart is to make the maps more fair. And if you make the restart period too long, you just run into people restarting when, you know, they realize something too late, you know, and that's not the point, right? 3 minutes isn't a long time. That's kind of the point. It's where if your berries are bugged, that's basically what it's supposed to mean. On these water maps, we've seen players call restarts in the bigger sets on water maps because they don't have shorefish, which, I mean, is another fair reason. But remember, if you have good berries, it's hard. To me, it's hard to justify getting a bunch of restarts just for no fish, even though that's a lot of what Conti is about. But this is inland, so we can focus on this as we do go into the game. ACCM is up to tool. He's fully walled. He bronzed. So yeah, this is exactly what Sotiris didn't want. Sotiris really needed this game to be a tool war. He needed ACCM to rush him, which is probably gonna sound weird, but I mean, at this point, what are his chances of even catching up at this stage? Really, there really is none. I mean, he's 4 Vils down. He's not even in the tool age yet, and ACCM's already on the way to bronze. So this game is going to be over very, very quickly. I think when ACCM hits bronze, it's just going to kind of be over. He's going to get wheel, he's going to make CA, and he's going to have nothing to fight. Now, if Sotiris does wall this up properly, it could put him in a better position. If he walls behind it and goes for scout ships heavy, if he goes heavy on the sea, he could potentially win this. But that's really all he has. Really his only choice here. Checking the map. Now, this is tough. This is tough. I think that in the end, ACCM's eco is just going to be so far ahead that he's going to hit this bronze age really soon. He clicked at like what 10:50, so we should be expecting like a 13-minute bronze, 13:20, maybe even earlier if I missed it. Got the range coming up, but if he got a really fast bronze here, what's the defense? We could be seeing a transport out of this dock. We could be seeing full sea control out of this dock. They probably know that they're sharing the sea at this point, but neither player wants to invest in it. No bronze age yet, so it's 13. I said 13:20, right? That's when the bronze click came in. Should be 13:20, 13:25, maybe. Ooh, getting a little bit later, so maybe he didn't have enough food. Oh, there it is. Okay, so yeah, 13:30, a little before. The first hit coming in for Sotiris, but the repairs coming in for ACCM, and Sotiris is gonna get on top of the Vil. If he kills the Vil, maybe worth it. But oh no, you gotta keep fighting the sea. Oh, this is just gonna put him too far behind for the next fight. He's coming back for repairs of his own, but the second ship comes out for ACCM. We could be seeing a transition into War Galley at this point, now that ACCM has the sea control. But he's actually mismicroing here. He's fighting onto the fishing boat, and he's going to give Sotiris a chance maybe at this stage to come back for repairs of his own on both ships. He currently has the HP advantage if he repairs the ship, but nope. Bad micro there. It went to the left first and then south, and now it's all falling apart as these Hittite war galleys, or Hittite scout ships rather, and just outrange everything with that +3 range, right? You get the +4 from that next tech, and you can tell that Sotiris hasn't clicked it yet. Sotiris still not up to the bronze age, so clearly a very rough position for him. Actually, yeah, this is his only chance. He doesn't even know where he is. He's just scouting the star side of the map. He's got a barracks on the other side, but it's not going to do anything for him. ACCM could just be booming behind this. I think once we see a second dock from ACCM, it gets really, really difficult here. War Galley could be clicked. So many fishing boats are dead now. So Sotiris really relying on this one wood line. He needs to repit this ASAP. This walk is way too far without wheel. Oh boy. Another ship going down. Wheel comes in, so we're going to start seeing CA. I'm sure he'll delete a wall tile. Where would he delete? Maybe north side? Maybe just delete a house. Got 2 ranges. There's the repit. So, not looking too bad once the market comes in and the range comes in. It's a shot here. Oh, he did axers again. Oh, that's sad. You don't really want to be doing axers in this position. Once your opponent's bronze, axers become very, very weak. As ACCM deleting that wall tile now. Going to be coming forward with some CA. Looking to take down this dock block. He does have +2 range now, so these Hittite scout ships have 10 range, which is absurd. It is absurd. As ACCM pushing in onto the docks now. It's a valiant effort here from Sotiris to defend this, but if we don't see a bronze from him like yesterday, yeah, 18 minutes now, still no bronze against a bronze opponent. Timeline heavily in his favor. He actually has more eco, but I think losing all of his fishing boats kind of shuts him down. Getting the GG from Cool, and I believe this will be the GG indeed, as ACCM takes down the Doc, and he's going to push him into Sotiris. He's going to take down all these Vills, and that will be... getting... What is it going to do? This is just it. This is it. He's not bronze, man. He's not bronze. And this all comes down to the pit start at the beginning. Remember, it's all coming down to that pit start with one shorefish. Usually people wait for at least 2 shorefish to drop a pit. 2 in woodline is good enough for a pit. 3 without a woodline is like good enough for a pit. Well, there's just 1 with a woodline, it just isn't enough. Not enough food as a starting choice. If he had gone for berries, this game could have been very different. Because we saw in game 1, actually had a decent fight against ACCM. But here in game 2, he just didn't even stand a chance. And that all comes down to that starting opener, right? It all came down to that storage pit. He was down like 6-7 Vills early on. The tool age was just way too late. The bronze was way too big. Yeah, his trees were far. I mean, but that's something that just slows down like your early barracks ultimately, right? Maybe with gazelle pushes, with berries and elephants, you have enough to get to tool age, right? So you can still click. It's just you're still, the later your storage pit, the worse it is. In terms of how much wood you have once you do get to tool, which is one of the big factors, right? Which is why people really do care about stragglers, because that early wood really does make a difference, right? And if you have really good stragglers in a very early storage pit, you get the dock up earlier, you get those fishing boats out earlier, then you could potentially be seeing an even faster click, which is why players like it so much. Or if you have really good stragglers and no real berry and no like good elephants or something, then it gives you the wood you need earlier for a new granary on like some berries out in the middle of nowhere. Example being like here, right? But that being said, it looks like ACCM will take the set 2-0. We will advance to our round 2 qualifier. So his next match will be against the winner of... Check this out. His next match will be against the winner of Assistance versus Sissoko Elite, which I believe was just rescheduled.